No, I'm not making it up.
If you've ever seen The Truman Show, you can see how it's a lot like waking up.
There really is a video on YouTube of a flat earther trying to use The Truman Show to prove the earth is flat.
Where was it you graduated from again? The University of Duh.
Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Being Opinionated. I'm the Creaky Blinder, and today we are going to look at whether or not The Truman Show proves that the earth is flat. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification button for more videos like this. But let's get back to The Truman Show.
Set is a giant domed structure in Burbank, California.
The computer generated set in a make-believe film is in Burbank, California. Let's not forget that.
Which is where Truman gets his last name. Inside the dome, there is an entire mock-up island town called Sea Haven.
Fiction.
The best place on Earth, Sea Haven, voted Planet's top town, just before flashing a Masonic hand gesture.
And before anyone points it out, I know Sea Haven is a real place in California, but in this instance, it's fiction. This is a film. It does not illustrate real life, and also that is not a Masonic hand symbol. Well, it may be, I don't know, because I'm not a Mason. It's the universal worldwide symbol we use when something is okay.
Another example of keeping Truman under mind control is when Truman is a boy in school.
What do you mean keeping Truman under mind control? It's a film!
He expresses that he wants to be an explorer, but his teacher completely shuts him down.
I'd like to be an explorer, like the Great Magellan.
Oh, you're too late.
That map then, that was flat. Maybe the world is flat. No, it's not. It's a globe.
And shows the ridiculous length some will go to exploit other humans for entertainment.
Entertainment, exploit others. Now, you definitely exploit others, and using The Truman Show to prove your point. Is it I find it entertainment. I find it very funny. Although I'm not sure that's your intention. But back to The Truman Show.
You go through their schooling and you're taught only what they want you to know. With this amazing knowledge, you become a paycheck-earning member of the workforce and begin making make-believe money.
Make-believe money. So, do you use that to buy your make-believe house and your make-believe car and eat your make-believe food?
So you can feed it back into the system, creating a perpetual cycle where you are always enslaved by the debts you owe.
And it isn't a perpetual cycle where you're always enslaved. It's called the economy, and hard-working people contribute to it. Just saying.
Just like Truman, or the true man, lives underneath a dome, you too live underneath a dome.
Right, here we go, and now it's getting to the good stuff. Because Truman Burbank lived inside a giant dome, so do we. You heard it here first. Well, second, because technically... Anyway.
A much larger one compared to the movie.
Again, using a piece of movie fiction and comparing it to real life.
The dome you dwell in is a natural part of your cosmology.
It's not a natural part of my cosmology.
Since as far back as we know, all the cultures of the world have embraced living within this dome.
I think what you mean to say is since before scientific advances were able to help us prove for a fact that the Earth is in fact a globe. And that's why they embraced the idea of living on a flat Earth, because at that time, the time you were referring to, it hadn't been proven that the Earth was a globe.
The one who builds his upper chambers in the heavens and has founded his vaulted dome over the Earth.
Ah, I see what you did there. Dome.
He who calls for the waters of the sea and pours them out on the face of the earth.
Boring.
The Lord is his name. There's really no other way to interpret that.
Yes, there is. It's just Bible scripture, written thousands of years ago. It means nothing. And it certainly doesn't mean the earth is flat.
The Quran supports flat earth.
No.
Back to the domed set of the Goyim show, the Truman Show. One day, Truman is walking outside to go to work, and a stage light that serves as a fake star falls from the mini-dome that he lives in. The light is labeled Sirius 9 Canis Major.
What? I thought you guys believed that space is fake. So how can there be real stars?
Sirius is a real star.
Hang on, what?
The real star.
Space is fake.
Do a search for metal balls.
No way am I doing a search on Google for balls. Last time I did that, it didn't end well.
Fall from the sky.
Ah, fall from the sky. Sorry, I didn't hear that part.
And what you find is very similar to what we see here in this scene from The Truman Show. Seems to be happening all over the place. Are these metal spheres actually fake stars in our night sky?
Oh my God, give me strength.
Or are they something else?
I'm gonna go with something else. Definitely something else.
Funny how the logo for The Truman Show has the NASA blue marble in it.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, funny. It's not funny at all. There's tons of logos that have got an image of the world in them. Firefox, Universal Pictures. Shall I go on? Just Google it. There's loads.
Gives away the fact that the false spinning globe model is merely a prison for your mind.
I'd say it's more likely that being a dumbass is a prison for your mind. Apparently, this deleted scene from The Truman Show proves the existence of the ice walls. Let's have a look.
Personally, I think the unconquered south face is the only one worth scaling. It's a 20,000-foot sheer wall of ice, but that's never stopped me before.
Don't you find it strange that in this movie that already contains major in-your-face symbolism for Flat Earth,
There's no symbolism for Flat Earth. But what I do find strange is that a grown man believes that a piece of fiction, a Hollywood movie, is referencing something that doesn't exist.
seriously, if you currently believe that you live on a tilted, wobbling, and spinning ball that's flying through outer space at over 500,000 miles per hour, then you gotta learn that this world is not what you think it is.
That's it, I've had enough, I'm out there.
Curvature cannot be measured.
Curvature can be measured. Look, here's a guy doing it.
Yeah, look at that. You can see the mountains in the background, but one thing we definitely cannot see is the highway. Buildings, the smelter buildings, which should be right over there in the middle of the screen, they are not visible either. And Saltaire should be over here, should be right about there, but is below the horizon and we cannot see it. So there you go. The Earth is round and it is hiding things behind its curvature.
All you'll do is watch it and go, perspective.
Another interesting part of this movie is the fact that the creator of The Truman Show is named Christoph. That's easily comparable to Christ when you look at his name and the way it's spelt. Christ of. And
nothing. Let's get your opinion, Jim Carrey. What do you think? I know, I'm just staring into nowhere as well. I feel your pain.
like I said at the beginning of this video, you are the true man, and you really are living in a much larger version of The Truman Show.
Bravo. Well done, ODD. You've just destroyed any credibility that Flat Earth believers may have had. No, they've never had any credibility. What am I talking about? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, although I'm sure all the Flat Earthers will be more than happy to hit the thumbs down button and attack me in the comments. I will see you in the next video. And now a goodbye from Jim Carrey.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.